There is a number written inside every single cell of your body. It is a countdown clock. From the moment you are born, this clock is ticking backward. Every time your heart beats, every time your skin heals a cut, every time you grow, the clock loses a second. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. For centuries, scientists believed this clock was absolute. They believed that death was an unavoidable mathematical certainty. They called it the Hayflick Limit. They said that once your timer hits zero, your cells simply stop. You age. You wither, you die. But what if the clock could be paused? What if, in a secret laboratory during the height of the Cold War, a team of researchers found a way to hack the code? What if they found a molecule that didn't just stop the countdown, but turned it back? This isn't science fiction. It's a peptide called Epitalon. And it might be the closest thing to an immortality code that humanity has ever discovered. Hello, today, we are stepping into the most controversial and high-stakes arena of medical science, life extension. We are going to uncover the story of the Soviet Union's top-secret anti-aging program, explain why the caps on your DNA dictate the exact day you will die, and explore the peptide that claims to physically regrow those caps and challenge the limits of human lifespan. Please take a second to hit the like button and leave a comment. Your support is a huge help to the channel. To understand the cure for aging, we first have to understand the disease. Why do we age? It comes down to telomeres. Look at these shoelaces. You see the little plastic tip at the end? That is the aglet. Its job is to keep the lace from fraying. As long as that plastic tip is there, the lace is useful. It holds your shoe together. Your DNA has these exact same tips. They are called telomeres. Every time a cell in your body divides to make a new cell, which happens millions of times a day, it has to copy your DNA. But the copy machine is imperfect. It cannot copy the very tip of the page. So, with every division, a tiny piece of the telomere gets chopped off. When you are young, your shoelace tips are long. When you are old, they are nubs. And when they disappear completely, the DNA starts to fray. The cell detects this damage and enters a state of crisis. It either turns into a zombie cell, the senescent state we talked about at the last video, or it triggers programmed cell death, apoptosis. This is the biological basis of mortality. Short telomeres equal death. Now, let's travel back to the 1980s, the Soviet Union. The government had a problem. Their cosmonauts and submarine crews were aging prematurely. The stress, the radiation, and the isolation were destroying their immune systems. They needed a way to keep their elite soldiers young. Enter Professor Vladimir Kovinson. He was tasked with finding a biological switch to restore the immune system. He started extracting peptides from the pineal glands of young calves. He isolated a substance called Epitalan. What he found shocked the scientific world, or it would have, if it hadn't been hidden behind the Iron Curtain for decades. Kovinson ran a longitudinal study that lasted 12 years. He took elderly people, humans, not mice, and gave them this pineal peptide extract. The results were statistically impossible. The group receiving the peptide showed a mortality rate that was nearly 50% lower than the control group. They didn't just live longer, their cardiovascular systems were younger, their immune systems were robust. They looked younger. Later, they synthesized the active ingredient of this extract into a 4-amino acid chain. That synthetic version is Epitalon. So, how does 4 tiny amino acids stop death? It triggers the holy grail enzyme, Telomerase. Remember, normal cells cannot regrow their shoelace tips. But your reproductive cells can. They contain an enzyme called Telomerase that rebuilds the telomere. In most of your body, this enzyme is asleep. it is turned off to prevent chaos. Epitalon wakes it up. It acts as a genetic key. It enters the nucleus of the cell and unsilences the gene for telomerase. This is profound. We are not just slowing the damage. We are reversing it. We are adding length back to the fuse. By lengthening the telomeres, Epitalon theoretically allows the cell to divide more times than nature intended. It pushes back the expiration date. But telomeres are only half the story. Epitalon has a second target, the pineal gland. This is a tiny, pine cone-shaped gland deep in the center of your brain. Philosophers called it the third eye. Biologists call it the master clock. The pineal gland produces melatonin. Now, you think of melatonin as a sleep supplement. But endogenous, natural, melatonin is much more. It is a potent antioxidant and an immune regulator. As we age, our pineal gland calcifies, it shrivels up. This is why old people sleep poorly. This is why their circadian rhythms shatter. Epitalon regenerates the structure of the pineal gland itself. By restoring the gland, it resets the body's circadian rhythm. This is why Epitalon is often used by biohackers not just for life extension, but for severe insomnia or jet lag recovery. It corrects the hormonal signaling of day and night. When your cortisol and melatonin cycles are aligned, your body repairs itself efficiently. When they are broken, you age rapidly. Epitalon fixes the clock. Now, we have to talk about the barrier, the Hayflick limit. Dr. Leonard Hayflick discovered that a normal human fetal cell will divide between 40 and 60 times. Then it enters senescence, the zombie state, and dies. This limit is set by the telomere length. Epitalon challenges this limit. In experiments, cells treated with Epitalon exceeded the Hayflick limit. They kept dividing. They stayed young far longer than they should have. This sounds like the fountain of youth. But it raises a terrifying question. Is immortality dangerous? Critics of telomerase therapy scream one thing: dangerous abnormal cells. Why? Because these cells are biologically immortal. How do they achieve this? They activate telomerase. They keep their telomeres long so they can divide forever and form a mass. So, the logic goes, if you activate telomerase in healthy cells, will you give yourself something else? This is the great debate. However, Professor Covinson's data, and subsequent animal studies, suggest the opposite. In the animal trials, the rats treated with Epitalon actually had lower rates of masses, specifically breast and leukemia. Why? Because by keeping the immune system young and preventing zombie cells, the body was better at fighting them off before they started. The theory is that short telomeres cause genomic instability. When the shoelace frays, the DNA breaks, and that causes cell mutations. By keeping the shoelace intact, you maintain stability. It is a paradox. The very enzyme that these dangerous cells use to survive might be the tool we need to prevent them from initiating. Here is the doctor's verdict, the call to reason. Now, I need to be very clear. Epitalon is a research peptide. It is not FDA approved for anti-aging in the West. It is used widely in Russia and by biohackers, but it is still frontier science. We do not know the long-term effects of extending human lifespan by 20 or 30 years because we haven't lived long enough to measure it yet. But the implications are staggering. We are moving from an era of treating disease to an era of optimizing biology. We are looking at the source code of life and asking, can we rewrite it? If your telomeres are the fuse on your life, Epitalon is the attempt to add more dynamite to the stick. Whether or not you inject a Russian peptide, the lesson remains the same. Protect your DNA. We know that stress, smoking, and sugar shorten your telomeres faster than time does. You can accelerate the clock, or you can slow it down. Here is my challenge for you, the melatonin reset. You might not have Epitalon, but you have a pineal gland. And light is the drug that controls it. For the next 7 days, I want you to view morning sunlight within 30 minutes of waking up. And crucially, I want you to eliminate all blue light, screens, LEDs, 60 minutes before bed. Darkness is the trigger for your pineal gland to work. If you are staring at a phone at 11 p.m., you are chemically downgrading your own anti-aging system. Protect the clock. Lengthen the fuse. I'm Dr. Levitas. Guard your code, stay timeless, and I'll see you in the next video. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.